What is going on, everybody? Today's video is just going to be a little bit of a roundup video. I've been doing a bunch of stuff on the S550 subframe swap, but in one of my earlier videos I mentioned I kind of want to take all the projects that I'm doing on this thing, even though in real world I'm kind of moving them all together along together. In video world I kind of want to like piece them together in a way that makes sense, so you're not watching me like kind of start the flares, then get to the fuel cell, then do the drive shaft, you know. So that's kind of why I haven't had a video in a little bit. So you know, you can kind of see I'm starting my flares just using some foam from Home Depot Racing. Lowe's Racing sells very similar foam. Got the other side kind of formed out. I got the drive shaft done by a company, fellow New Jersey company, right there, the Axle Exchange. So super cool guys to work with. So yeah, so drive shaft is taken care of. I did get rims. So these are 10.5s. These are my old 9-inch rims that I ran in American Iron, spaced out to equal what this will be because I don't have tires yet. So I'm kind of working this along. You can see on the front, got to definitely do, you know, flares on the front as well. So, you know, I'll definitely be doing a video on the flares. I did get the fuel cell, kind of taken apart to figure out a few things. I am going to be putting it there. I put this car on scales. I'm going to be doing a whole video on corner balance and weights, going over, you know, exactly why I opted to put it in the front passenger seat area. I know a few people may have a aversion to that. I'm okay with it. You know, you gotta, looking at the rules, I have to build a firewall around it anyway, so what's the difference if it's in the passenger seat, or like a lot of modern cars have it just like under the rear seat area? You know, it's almost the same thing at that point. So yeah, gonna be doing that. Let's see, what, oh, brakes. I finished up the brakes, you know what, well, with the wheels on it. But anyway, so under there, let's see if I can kind of see it. It's probably too dark, but it's a stock line coming back to somewhere right around there. But I just put a different T in it, ran new lines to the OEM S550 rear brakes. So now, you know, rear brakes are done. That job was easy enough. Oh, something super cool. Let's see, where is it? With all these projects going on in this tiny shop, it's like, you know, becoming a pain just to do stuff, which kind of stinks. This thing, this Master Cool brake flaring tool, I'll put a link to this thing in the video description below. But that thing, it's a little bit pricey, but if you have to do more than a handful of brake flares, that thing is awesome. Gives you a perfect flare every single time, as opposed to those little cheap like $20–$30 ones that you gotta sit there and crank on. So yeah, it was maybe a 20-minute job to redo the brake lines, get the brakes done. Alright, so yeah, that's about it for this video. I know there isn't really much tech or anything on that, just kind of wanted to fill in a few gaps. I'm also going to start using the hashtag S550 subframe swap. If you follow us on Instagram, you know, all the pictures will be on there of anything, but mainly videos will be better. I also started a a playlist of all this S550 subframe swap stuff, so that way, you know, if you end up on my channel and you're really into the subframe swap, you know, there's a playlist just for all the videos pertaining to what I had to do to get the subframe in here. So as always, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.